Hi, it's Wendy Hernandez, attorney and creator of Command the Courtroom. In today's video, I want to talk to those grandparents and parents and third parties who have custody of the child. And in the case of grandparents and third parties, the child may not be it's not going to be their own child, but rather a grandchild, or it could be a son or a stepdaughter, and they've been awarded custody by the court. I want to talk to these people about their situation, especially if the other parent has been absent from that child's life for a long period of time. So I've had a few of these cases, surprisingly, in the last year come up where either a parent or grandparent or third party has custody of a child and the other parent hasn't been around. And suddenly the other parent appears out of nowhere after many years demanding either custody or parenting time rights. And what has happened in these cases is it's caused complete upheaval in the lives of these children because they haven't known the parent, they haven't had exposure to the parent, they haven't had parenting time with the parent. This parent has been a virtual stranger to the child, and having the parent kind of waltz in and try to pick up where maybe they left off 10 years ago is detrimental to the child, and it's resulted in custody battles in court, sadly. And unfortunately, there's a presumption in the law that parents kind of have priority. If the child not being in the care and custody of the parent would not be detrimental to the child, the law kind of favors the parent having custody of that child. So for those third parties having custody of a child where the other parent's been absent, you may have to look at some different alternatives if you're concerned that the parent may show up out of nowhere. And one of those alternatives that I wish my clients had looked at and actually followed through with was termination of parental rights. And it depends on the laws in your jurisdiction. There are different requirements before a parent's rights can be altogether terminated, meaning they have no rights to the child whatsoever, although in many cases they still have to pay child support. But when you terminate a parent's rights, they are stopped from deciding many years down the road that, hey, I want to be involved in my kid's life, and coming back and causing upheaval. Termination of parental rights cases are not always that easy because you are asking the court to sever one of the most fundamental rights that a parent has. In many situations, courts will appoint a free attorney or a low-cost attorney to the parent, especially if the parent does not want their rights terminated. You have to have a hearing. There's a lot of hoops that have to be jumped through. That causes upheaval in and of itself, but it may be something worth doing if you don't want years and time to pass and the child to be on stable and solid ground, and all of a sudden, when the kid's in high school, the other parent comes in and wants to take over custody, because the judges in the courts are really limited on what they can do if that would be in the best interest of the child. So I hope that speaks to you grandparents and third parties and parents who have another parent or a parent on the other side who's not around. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also like us on Facebook. Go to Command the Courtroom for more information. And until next week, keep on trucking and remember to command the courtroom.